New Syrian leader visited the White House yesterday. Let's get into it. First, why is it important? Why do we care? I've been seeing like a ton of news on this, and this is completely overblown. And I have to highlight one of the most idiotic takes I've seen on this topic specifically. I'll cut to these guys. Out of all the pieces of news that I've been seeing on this topic, Breaking Points definitely has like the worst take I've heard. Honestly, I hate to give him any airtime. If you have, I guess, a second to watch this video, but I mean, this is like just some supreme idiocy. Takeaway is they insinuate and are saying there's like no strategic value to be gained here. Why are we, courting this new leader? Well, here's the why. Let me just explain to you guys really clearly what it is. So before the Syrian civil war and now this new leader coming into power, Syria and Russia were really close allies. So close, in fact, that Russia had two military bases in the country, a naval base and an air base. It's really important because outside of these two bases, they don't really have any other means to project power in the Middle East. So then in the aftermath of the Civil War, Russia now has lost access to both of these bases, right? So no submarine use, no fighter jet use, etc. Expanding that out a little bit, you can see exactly how Russia projects power, yes, into the Middle East, but also into Africa. If they lose a step in this chain of supply chain to Africa, one, it makes power projection harder in Africa, but then two, obviously, it makes power projection nearly impossible at a meaningful level in the Middle East. And at the same time, and this was just announced while the new leader was in the White House this week, the U.S. military is going to be establishing a presence in Syria. So this, as we've been talking about, represents another geopolitical table flip that is incredibly material strategically to the U.S. This is also, to another lesser degree, I guess, it just makes the whole neighborhood of the Middle East a little bit quieter, a little bit safer, right? So if, take Israel, I guess, as the starting point, you look around, Jordan's an ally, Syria now could potentially be an ally, Egypt is obviously an ally, Iran's been completely diminished, or at least for right now. So the whole region seems a little bit more quieter, and this just adds on to that string of news. Yes, I should also say, too, that a lot of the criticism of this new guy is that he has affiliations with al-Qaeda. He's since sworn them off. And I get it. You can never really tell what's going on in somebody's mind. I mean, you just kind of have to take them at their word. But there's been a lot of whitewashing, for whatever reason, of the previous president, Bashar al-Assad. Let's not forget, this guy was a dictator for multiple decades. This family was a dynasty. And in the most recent civil unrest, the guy mustard gassed his own people. So yeah, the new president is not a saint. The old dictator certainly is no angel either. So it's kind of the lesser of two evils, but this guy is more amenable to the West. So to answer the question, this is why we're friendly with them. A lot of strategic pluses for the U.S. here. Subscribe and like for more.